Okay, so my substitution is x is 5 sine theta. So I need to change an integration involving the x's. It's the integrating with respect to x. These are x limits here. I have to change everything into theta. So my substitution is x equals 5 sine theta. So the bottom number when x is 0, x is 0, I got 0 equals 5 sine theta. It's 0 over 5 sine theta, so that's 0. So theta there, sine to minus 1 of 0, which is 0. Then top one, x is 5 over 2. So I'm putting 5 over 2 in there, equals 5 sine theta. So take the 5 there, so 5 over 2 over 5 is sine theta. The 5's cancel out, so sine theta is a half. So theta is sine to minus 1 over half. Make sure you're in radian mode on your calculator. I mean, I got an R up there, so I'm in radian mode. So if I press shift sine over half, I got a 6th of pi, or pi by 6. So there's my limits changed. The 0 is mapping to 0 and the 5 over 2 is mapping to pi by 6. Now I need expression for the dx, so I take my substitution, x equals 5 sine theta, and differentiate this as dx by d theta. Dx by d theta is 5 cos theta, so dx is 5 cos theta. Take the d theta, d theta. Okay, so I'm ready to substitute into this now. So the limits, 0 went to 0, 5 over 2 went to pi by 6. X squared will be the square of 5 sine theta. The dx is 5 cos theta d theta. And the bottom line is the square root of 25 minus an x squared, that's 5 sine theta all squared. Looks a bit of a mess, so let's just tidy it up. So that's 0 to pi by 6. So the top line then, so that's squaring 5 sine theta, that's 25 sine squared theta, 5 cos theta, all over the square root of 25 minus, and if I square 5 sine theta, I get 25 sine squared theta. So that's the integral from 0 to pi by 6. Let's just do the numbers. 5 times 25 is 125. Sine squared theta cos theta divided by, well then, this bottom line here, right, when you've got a sum or a difference of square roots, you can't square root them separately. So I need to make them into one term, and this will factorise. That's 25 bracket 1 minus sine squared theta, and I know that 1 minus sine squared is cos squared. So that's 0 to pi by 6. The 125 can go outside. There's d theta there as well. So that's sine squared theta cos theta d theta on top, over the bottom line. 1 minus sine squared is cos squared, so that's square root of 25 cos squared theta. Now that's a product, and I can square root that. Square root of 25 is 5, square root of cos squared is cos. That's square root of 25 is 5, square root of cos squared theta is cos theta. So that will cancel, and the 5 will divide into 125 25 times. That's 25 outside, 0 to pi by 6, and I'm going to integrate sine squared theta d theta. Okay, so going back to the question, to identify A and K, okay, K is 25 and A is pi by 6. Okay, now I need to carry this integration out. Now this is a nice integration to do because I'll have practiced the integral of sine squared theta, same as cos squared theta, tan squared theta, sec squared theta. Those four you should be able to integrate off very easily. Now then, so to be able to integrate sine squared theta, then I use the double angle formula for cos 2 theta. My formula for cos 2 theta is 1 minus 2 sine squared theta. So rearrange this, bring the 2 sine squared theta over, take the cos 2 theta to the other side. So sine squared theta is a half of 1 minus cos 2 theta. So replace sine squared with the right hand side there. So it'll be 25, half can go outside. And I got 1 minus cos 2 theta d theta, which is, I'd integrate 1 is theta, integrate cos 2 theta is sine 2 theta over 2, from 0 to pi by 6, and then I sub in pi by 6 into the bracket first of all, so that's pi by 6 minus the sine of 2 lots of pi by 6, all over 2, minus 25 over 2, then I substitute for 0, so that's 0 minus the sine of 0 over 2. Looking at this right hand bracket, obviously that's 0, sine of 0 is 0, so that becomes 0, so I only need to evaluate this first one. It's 25 over 2, pi by 6 minus, now then, to work out sine of 2 lots of pi by 6, I can just go straight to the calculator here. Again, remember, I've got to be in radian mode there. Check that out on the calculator. So I've got sine of 2 pi over 6, which is root 3 over 2 over 2. And the question is asking me to evaluate, so I just evaluate what I got then. So that's 25 over 2, open the bracket up, pi over 6, take away, now root 3 over 2 over 2, that's root 3 over 4, 3 over 4, oops, close the bracket, equals, that's 1.1323 25921, and I'll take that to 2 dp is 1.13 to 2 decimal places.